Something from fans of Yanga, maybe they don't understand the quality of the football that falls bring into Yanga. They're complaining maybe this coach is not the right one.
No. Like I said, we just finished with preseason. There's what we call periodization. In periodization, you don't want to peak at the wrong time. There is time to peak where the team needs to be at peak. And then you don't want your team to be at peak in the first 5 or 10 matches. You understand? So, like I'm saying, once the team gels and then once the team peaks, like they will be unstoppable. The team will be very, very unstoppable. Look, we played. I've played against teams, and I played for Yanga. I know the qualities that we possessed when we were there. And then looking at the team, they have something very special.
Yanga that they don't have Halidaucho, Cletus Chama, Aziziki, Skudu. Do you think they lost quality?
I think they made very good acquisitions. And I take my hat off for President Engineer Hersi side, in that regard, in that player recruitment, he's always excelling, If you look at Andabule, if you look at Doumbia, is it Doumbia? Oh, Doumbia. Very good, highly tactical players. Very good players. They made the right acquisitions, they made the right signings. You cannot replace Aziz, you cannot replace Skudu, you cannot replace, for instance, Canadians. You can get people of the similar quality, different styles, but they add the quality within the team for the team to progress. So I think they made very good signings and acquisitions. Yeah.
Speak like Doumbia, who is a very new boy in Yanga. The way you face him in the first leg, the way you see him, which quality do he have?
It's a tactical player, very tactical. He's very good on the ball. Good technique. He's a good ball passer. He can read the game very well in the middle. Keeps it simple. Does the very least simple thing. So I think, with the confidence that the coach will give him, because I know Coach Romain Forts, he can bring the best out of the players. He will be one to look at in the NBC.
When you lost a player like Khalid Aucho, then you're surprised to see someone like Andabile who scored both leg, first leg, second leg.
Yeah, that's the, what can I say, the plus about him, Not only is he a ball distributor, but he can also get into those positions where he can score, He takes more shots at goal. He's competitive in the air. Like I'm saying, you cannot replace Aucho Khalid. What he's done cannot be, what he done, he cannot be undone, But like I said, the acquisition of President Engineer Hersi is just top notch,
Yanga, they take out Williete, and now they are going to face a Malawian team in the second knockout stage. How do you see them?
Well, look, that team that we were playing, very competitive, very, very competitive. And I think with the schedule that they have, they will be playing back-to-back games. With the rotation that I've been seeing within the league and the Champions League, I think coach has a depth in the squad for him to continue, rejuvenating the guys that have been playing in the Champions League. So I think they will go all the way into the group stages. Yeah.
Tanzania Premier League, if you remember, how tough is it?
Well, look, a lot has been put in place. A lot has been invested in the league. Credit goes to TFF for, trying to make Tanzanian football league one of the best in Africa. So I think they are getting there. It's very competitive. As you can see, Simba Yanga, Singida, they're doing very well in the CAF Champions League and Confederations Cup, respectfully. So I think that's, in itself, it says a lot about the league and the level of the league. Yeah.
after you to go, Simba bring Fadlu Davids, and who's already left after 1 year with Simba. He get back to Raja Athletics. It was shock news for you, or and how was they lost Simba? They lost someone who.
Yeah, a very highly tactical coach. I think Coach Fadlu Davids is very good. He's a very good coach. I never worked with him, but I know him from a distance, and I know his qualities as a coach. He was with Raja before joining Simba as an assistant coach, and they won the league. He's back in Tanzania as the head coach for Simba. I knew he's going to build something. I knew he was going to build something, was going to change Simba and channel them into the right direction. It came as a shock when he left, and 3 days later he signed for Raja Casablanca. I didn't see that one coming, honestly, but I hope he put Simba in a place where they will continue from where he left off. I hope he planted the seed, and I know he did. He planted the seed that will be looked after, and then it will grow from there.
As a first South African player to play in Tanzania Premier League, you opened the doors to a player like Rushine, Neo Maema. Now they're here. Neo Maema. Rushine is already starting to pick as a centre back, but Neo Maema is still struggling. How do you see them? The quality of these two players.
Both of them are good friends of mine. We talk, before they moved here. We spoke and they asked me, how is Tanzania? How is everything? Not only them, but the other backroom staff of Simba that came with Coach Fadlu Davids. Everyone was asking me, how's Tanzania? How is this? How is this? And I told them, listen, one thing for sure is the passion. You're never going to short the passion. When you're playing for Simba Yanga, those are two passionate teams that demand results. They are result-orientated. Lucky for them, they played for a bigger club, in Sundowns, Mamelodi Sundowns in South Africa. So I'm happy for Rushine because I saw he scored the last game. He scored, yeah. And now Maema also coming back from the national duties. We got to look at the other factors, that fatigue. He was playing in the what do you call it? The other tournament, the Chan. So slowly but surely he will get there. He will get there because I know he possesses a lot of quality. Yeah.
If you are sitting with Neo Maema, what type of precaution you will tell him that you have to be very careful of this when you need to play at your level high peak?
What
type of precaution you tell him that be careful of this, do this, don't do this?
I think Neo Maema is a quality player and he's a responsible somebody. Him having played for Mamelodi Sundowns, there isn't much that I can tell him because he's a player who can handle the big match temperament, the BIT, and he's played in the highest competitions also, the CAF. He played in the Club World Cup, those kind of competition, they build you as a player and they prepare you mentally for even bigger stages. So for him playing for Simba, it's yet another club that needs somebody who can carry themselves like a professional. No Maema, he is a full professional, undoubtedly. So there isn't much that I can advise him and give him precautions on.
Okay. Big rival of Yanga is Simba. The way you see them this after that game, the last game in the Premier League, and they're going to play the second leg tomorrow for Champions League. How do you see the level of competition for this season?
Honestly speaking, I've been watching Yanga. I haven't been watching Simba, but I started, glimpse a little bit, even yesterday we were traveling, but we got here and then I tried to watch, the last minutes of the match. So I haven't really seen how Simba is playing so far. Yeah.
If you are needed by Simba, it was easy for you to come. It will be easy for you to come.
Younger fans will kill me. Younger fans will kill me. But hey, in the spirit of football, football is football, eh? Yeah, Luis Figo left Barcelona for Real Madrid, so it's fine. It's football.
It was tough for him.
It was tough for him, yeah. No, but
Attacked from France.
yeah, listen, Bernard Morrison left. He played for both teams. Yeah, look, if that call came, I would gladly come back. If I have to be in Tanzania again, that would be an option, and I would be so happy to be back.
Skudu, are you still planning to play more?
Yeah, honestly, for as long as my legs still carry me, it's funny because everywhere I go, then they ask me, how old are you? And I say 35. They're like, 35, are you sure? You look so young. When Yanga came, the guys were like, hey, Skudu. I was speaking to Vice President Arafat. He said, it looks like you're getting younger every year. So yeah, I think for as long as my legs can still carry me, I will continue playing. But, on the side, I'm acquiring my coaching badges. I've completed the UEFA B license and I'm going for my KFC license. So,
sure.
Yeah, I'm preparing myself for the future. And I've completed my level 2 video analyst coaching. Yeah. Yeah.
But not like a real coach to stand as a coach.
Sure, with UEFA B license, I can be an assistant coach at the highest level. Okay. Yeah. So, but like I said, until my legs can still carry me, I'm coaching back in South Africa during the off season. So yeah.
How easy for you continue playing while you're studying? This kind of.
Well, look, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. It's challenging, but it needs discipline more than just commitment. It needs discipline because after a match, you have your assignments that needs to be done. You have your coaching, your planning of sessions that needs to be done. You have analysis of your games that needs to be done. But you feel tired and weary. So more than just commitment, it requires discipline. It requires discipline. Okay. Long hours, but it's worth it, I think.
So you've already starting your new chapter, but you're still playing. So what's your plan? And you still said you need to continue playing. So how are you going to stop then starting to have a new adventure?
When I come and coach Yanga. I'm kidding. Listen, the plan is with God, I think. I'm just following through the process. Like I said, for as long as I can still do my shibobos, I will continue doing them and I will see.
Tell me, which toughest defender you faced in Tanzania before?
No, honestly, I cannot.
Around?
In Africa, there was a defender back in South Africa that I always used to play against, which is Mudau, right back of Mamelodi Sundowns. Yeah, he's one tough defender that always when I play against Sundowns, I have to think, I'm going to face him, But yeah.
Skillful player. That's what introduced Skudu. Okay? This is something that you learn or something came from God?
Honestly speaking, it's just a talent that was given, from God. And yeah, from when I started playing, I've always modeled my game from the guys like Neymar, Ronaldinho, Jabu Mahlangu, Shaful, skillful dazzles around defenders. So it was just a God-given talent that I was born with. Yeah.
Very talented friend of yours, Bernard Morrison. He's still struggling. Left it or right. If you see him not playing, I remember he came from big injury when he was in Farabat. How do you see him? He'll come back? The way you speak with him, what is it explain to you?
Yeah, because sometimes injuries can be psychological, They can really affect you mentally. But with him having stayed that long out of the game, I think it affected him psychologically. But I know Morrison a very strong player, a very strong person. Also he plays a lot. So I'm happy to see him back, and I think he signed in Bangladesh to try and revive, his confidence, to revive his career, to revive his football. And I have no doubt that he will shine. Once he shines and he will be back, the world will know Bernard Morrison, the crazy Morrison again.
Skudu, outside of football, how can you describe him? Which type of a person?
Very humbled guy, very, very humble, family orientated. I'm always with my family. I love my family, my wife and my kid. I'm a church-going person, very prayerful. I don't drink, I don't smoke. My circle is very small. I just love, a relaxed life, a chilled life.
When you're out from the pitch, how do you going to relax? Which type of leisure you wish to have?
Well, I'm not watching football at home, cooking with my wife. We go out with my family, just like chilled vibes. If I'm not doing that, I'm at church. That's me. That's my circle. Yeah.
And before to know Skudu as a player, maybe you were at school. Which type of Skudu you were wishing to be, Doctor?
I was a runner. I used to run athletics. I used to do karate. And I used to play mini league. It's a form of rugby. Yeah. But
Rugby with that type of body size.
it's crazy because I used to play on the flank. Yeah, so I used to run more than just fighting, But later on, you rediscover yourself as a footballer. My father used to play. He then later on became a coach. My brother used to play football. So I started playing at a very young age. Football has always been in the family, in the blood. So I followed suit, I always knew that I'm talented. This is what I love. Yeah.
When you was at Yanga before, then came the moment you are going to play a big game like Simba and Yanga. What was your wish on those games? And then the pressure inside.
Look, when you play such big games, I remember, before I can speak about Kariako Devi, I remember when I was playing for Pirates. When we have to play against Kaizer Chiefs, in those games you want to shine. Obviously, you want to score. It's Soweto Derby, it's a big game, 90,000 capacity of players. You want to give a good game, you want to give a good, performance. And score. And then later on coming and playing Kariako Derby, you're like, you're amped up, you want to stand out, you want to give a great performance, hopefully we win, and then you showcase your skills, your talent, So, but then I spoke earlier about the big match temperament, which is the BMT, as a player that have played long in the game, you know how to succumb that. The pressure is always there, but you calm yourself and say, listen, I've got this. I've been playing in the big matches, the Soweto Derby. I played against Sundowns. I played in the CAF Champions League semi-final. We play, So such big games, they give you experience.
Who was your best friend in Yanga?
Maxine Zengeli. Yeah, I used to spend more time with Maxine Zengeli. I used to sit with Farid and Nkane and Bakari. Yeah, I used to get along with everyone. I used to, as Aucho and Kennedy. Kennedy was my best friend. Kennedy was my man. Yeah, Kennedy Musonda, yeah.
Okay, we agree that Tanzanian players, they have quality, okay? But what are they lack to go to compete with other leagues with big numbers? We have some players outside, but playing with big numbers, as you see.
Yeah.
When you talk about Congolese, there are so many Congolese around the world. Okay.
I will tell you, you know why? Tanzanians are very good. I don't want to mention names, but you know them. They are very good. The only difference is that they don't want to leave Tanzania. They will never know how good they are. They want to stay in Tanzania. They are very good, bro. We have very good players. I will mention the list of players that can go and shine in the leagues, in the big leagues. But I feel like Tanzanians don't want to leave Tanzania. You know Skudu because I left South Africa. Yeah. You know Lomalisa because he left his country and he came here. You know Aziz because he left Burkina Faso. But had he stayed in Burkina Faso, Pakome, you know him because he left Ivory Coast and then he came here. And then he's big. So if
For them to survive, what did you
Tanzania.
Okay, leaving is one thing. You see, like Ismail Mgunda, he left Tanzania, go to Congo. But okay, life was Congo is tough. Okay, I understand. But for other countries,
Had gone to a good country, a good team, we could have been talking something different. Yeah. Until they leave, they will know how good they are. Because they don't know how good they are. Yeah.
what can you explain to the Tanzanian football fans as good? Maybe you leave something, the message to them.
Mwananchi. Napenda sana. Like Tanzania, the football fraternity of Tanzania. I really, really appreciate it. They're very close to my heart. You know, they've given me and my family a place, you know, to live, to cherish. You know, it will forever go down my memory. When I'm shooting my documentary, I'd love half of my chapter to be based and, you know, focused on in Tanzania, about my life in Tanzania. I will sure do that.
I remember that video when you were presented to Yanga in a day of Mwananchi Day. That introduction was going viral. You still have it?
Always the highlight of my memory, the highlight of my career, my football career. That's the highlight. So, yeah, man, it will forever be something special to me.
Which memory you have inside of your home about Yanga?
The memory that I have on the field?
No. The memory that indicates this is for Yanga.
Oh, okay. Inside, oh, okay, something I have. Obviously, I won the NBC Premier League. Asante sana. I have my medal, and I have what's the other Federation Cup medals. So they are there, you know, on top of everything else. So yeah, man, it's.
Have you ever having a medal of champions?
Yeah.
In South Africa?
Yes, I've won the Nedbank Cup. I've won the MTN 8 Cup.
Premier League.
Not Premier League. The Premier
League, the first one is.
The first time I win the Premier League, when I was still at Sundowns, we finished second. And then with Platinum Stars, we finished second. So the first Premier League, the first championship, it's in Tanzania. How special is that? It's very special. Very special.
Thanks, Skudu, for your time.
Thank you so much.
We wish you all the best.
Asante sana.
Asante sana. Asante, my brother. Na tulikuwa na Mahalat Makudubela Skudu akituelezea namna ambavyo aliishi Tanzania, na baada ya kuondoka Tanzania alikwenda AC Vita, klabu kubwa nchini Congo, na sasa akiwa na wiliete ya Angola. Skudu ameeleza mengi juu ya maisha yake ya Tanzania yalivyokuwa, maisha ya sasa akiwa Angola, lakini pia mambo ambayo alipitia, zile moment nzuri alizozipitia hapa Tanzania, na akielezea pia kwa undani klabu ya Yanga na namna ambavyo inavyoendelea baada ya kuwatoa wiliete. Ulikuwa nami Hatim Naika nikiongoza mahojiano haya. Nyuma kamera alikuwa Hatibu Mgeja. Asante na hadi wakati mwingine.